Why is the tavern shut?
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your...
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such...
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yeah?
Of course.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And, being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
It's not over yet, Uncle. Good! I'm just getting warmed up. Well, how'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the
Greybeard, you am... Such a shame you didn't have more.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock take... Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. Well, Clive, to tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been, and those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover... you still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh,
And my name is not Greybeard.
no. Thank you very much, Greybeard.
Of all the... Ugh!
Here. Any friend of mine who sees you...
Thank you.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to you. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Omia Lostelan. Tuis Achilles.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then,
Thank you.
not at all.
Come on, Uncle.
True, what I'm hearing. The men of the Rock are carting off our crystals for themselves.
My carpets?
Take a sniff, good sir. Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste. Weights and pots!
Sweet inside.
Ah, they've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying.
Well, so long as...
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Come on, girl, the gate's open now, we can press on. Don't tell me you put down...
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Fuck! Why do they start? What has that gutter rat done to me? Fuck! Out of my sight, wench! I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did?
Benedicto. Benedict.
I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Did the Royalists bring them from Ash? Are the Beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen? Taken over the entire mine.
Get him! Stay down!
So much for the men of the Rock. Dhalmekia's finest.
Get him!
Stairs. This must be a way out. Right. Over here! I won't be sneaking past this one. How did it get in here? All yours, Torgal! Get him! Slow. Come on, Torgal.
Kuka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Let the trial begin.
With me,
Seems we're expected.
So this is the power of Muthos.
Did the orcs do this too? More of them. this one. What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him? First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima? You've been busy, Kupka. But where did you go? He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Toggle. Just what I needed. That better be the last of them.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka! I swear to you, my love, we will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
You got away from her! Benedicta! I'll kill you, Roswell! What?
Oh shit, he's priming. Not now. Come on. Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without.
Come to me, Ifrit! So could I!
Let's give this a try. Not bad. do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Thank you, Joshua.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope. Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Gah! Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
Otto the good news.
What ways me
Welcome home, Sid.
Give me 50 good boards, 8 spare each.
What became of Kupka?
Clive, you're back. I am. And with glad tidings for once. Well, I hope all of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's Fang had fallen. I expect that was your...
It's...
one for the history books.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be...
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto. Any, shouldn't you be... Thank you.
Ah.
I...
Well, the fact that the scent of Waludas.
For whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, as did his men. Orcs, Vivian. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, Consider it the price of today.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say?
I suppose we...
Well, someone...
Nothing escapes you, it's true.
Good. Starting to get... Well, don't just stand there, go. Is that all?
Blackthorn.
What is it?
I wanted to tell you that...
This is it then. A new beginning. Under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Back, are ya? So, will it be? Not bad, if I do say so myself. Anything else?
No.
Look, he's crying.
And with good reason, children. There shall be no lessons.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally.
It does.
Thank you, Clive.
Hippocrates. I need to know what he is.
Alas. No, not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact.
But I saw him. With my own eye.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems to others he reveals naught.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with, but until I do...
Thank you. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
You barely sat down since you came up. Just spreading.
So, the Professor's got a soft... but I can think of plenty of friends back at the old heart, not least of all Sid. Well, when she's been going at it hammer and tong down at that workshop of hers, trying to do her
Very well.
your death sleeping out here.
I know.
Lovely breeze, isn't it? If I don't come up with something soon.
All right, Clive?
I'm going to visit Sid.
Sorry, I've got to get this thermal displacement.
Thermal. And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest... Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water. Out, and those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood. And more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some type, but the stack's a bit more involved. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the ship. I'll come and see my dad, though. Good old Clive. First things first, the stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
Probably best to take it...
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and show these to Blackthorn.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily...
That bastard shadow loomed over us all for far too long. Thanks for snuffing it out. Blackthorn.
Out with it.
It's for me.
This my last chance to say I'm other what. Go on then.
She said you would know.
Krieg. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this, and I'll need help. Get Gavin-Otto in here, will you?
All right. So Mid's roped us all in here again, and still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave.
And,
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at a temp, which is where you lot come in. I need materials. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have.
Well, one of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
and the other can go and get the...
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where. We can get this on. You going after this? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with?
Otto. All right, then. Where do we find this stardust?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches.
And I'm guessing you'll be needing some... I'll head down there. See about finding us. All right.
You two take care, eh?
Just don't let the bastard fleece you, eh?
Best of luck.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Otto? Otto. Oh, I had a quick scout about. Seems Blackthorn's the only one who thinks smithing with his stardust is just lying here, waiting for any old fool to... But unlike any old... Well spotted. So this is stardust. It just looked like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Otto's getting on. How much did you get? Enough. More than me. Put it... Here, Clive. Sid will be proud. Of what? Of you, you idiot. The way you've carried on what he started.
When we first met, I had you down as a spoilt little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. But 5 years on, you're the one doing the feeding. So thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong. But I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. When I suggested taking on his name, you were the first to back me. And if you hadn't, I couldn't have done any of this without...
Yo, give over. You're making me blush. All I did was choose hope over despair. I gave you a chance, yes, but you're the one who took it. You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts and put them back on their feet. Gave them something worth fighting for, just like the old Sid did.